Uncertain economic times, scorching inflation, and increasing interest rates. And what big bank institution is rolling their shoulders back and standing tall? Chase Bank. I dropped a video a couple of days ago explaining how Chase Bank is making some major changes to its underwriting when it comes to credit cards, who they're approving, how much they're approving them for. And I also dropped an even bigger bombshell in that video that we're going to cover again in this video. And I have some updated data points around these changes when it comes to Chase's credit cards and how they're making themselves more available to more people. And this could be your opportunity for massive high limit credit growth with the biggest bank in the United States. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity, helping you to increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, proper use of life insurance, and our ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis that help you customize your blueprint for prosperity. So, in the video I dropped the other day, I gave some internal data points from an internal source that is not yet mainstream about Chase's changes and updates over the last coming months and recent as of March of 2023, where Chase has broadened its scope on who it's lending its credit cards to, how much they're approving them for. And the biggest update, I would argue, is Chase has officially scrapped its hard pulls for credit limit increases. That's correct. You are no longer going to get a hard pull when you apply for a credit limit increase if you're an existing Chase credit card holder. This is a massive game changer for Chase. They have been extremely conservative around their credit limit increases and only soft pulling you if they offer you a credit limit increase. If you request it, they pull your credit. That has gone away. I've gotten some additional data that this internal source has provided me stating that Chase Bank is actually not only allowing soft pulls for credit limit increases, but they're not putting a hard limit on how often you can apply for these credit limit increases. Yeah, it's crazy. Chase is allowing you to not only not have to deal with a hard pull for a credit limit increase, but they're not, from my internal source at least, putting a hard limit on how often you can apply for that credit limit increase. Many different banks and institutions and credit card issuers have these 3-6 month windows of time when you can apply for your credit limit increase from the last credit limit increase or from the opening of that card. Chase, from my internal sources, is not going to put a hard cap on that, meaning it could be possible for you to get a credit limit increase every few to 3 to 4 months or so if you are meeting the other requirements that they're going to be looking for. We're going to quickly go over that right now so you can put a plan together to up your limits with Chase Bank, one of the greatest institutions in this country. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you're using that card effectively. High spend and paying off in full, or at least down to extremely low balances. They're going to want to see you testing those limits out if they're going to consider offering you a credit limit increase. So this is a great opportunity for you to focus and concentrate your spend on one institution at a time and just grow with that institution for a period of time. So watch your spending. You want to touch that top limit, but you want to pay down or completely pay off before that statement cycle date cuts. I personally actually recommend that you make payments as you use the card. So when you use it for something, make a payment the same day or the next day and get it out of the way. That's my personal point of view. But you want to make sure that you're spending consistently and high on that card and paying it down and showing you can be responsible and that you're a low credit risk. That makes you a very profitable customer for Chase Bank. The next thing you want to do is stay aware that they are going to still be doing a soft pull. So what that means is they're still going to be taking at least a curb appeal view of your credit. So you want to make sure you're in a strong position on your credit report. Chase typically has pulled from Experian, but in today's world, these institutions have the infrastructure. They can change that at any moment. So I wouldn't rely on who they're pulling from. Just be clean across all three bureaus, okay? The next thing you want to consider is how much you're requesting and, the last time you requested. I'm not so sure Chase is going to allow you to come in within 30 to 60 days of your last limit increase and try to get another one. Let's be realistic. I would say a rule of thumb is about 3 months, 90 days or so, or 3 different statement cycles that they can see your activity and gauge it if they want to continue to extend more credit to you. Personally, I still think this is a wonderful opportunity. Imagine potentially getting 4 credit limit increases from Chase Bank in 1 year. if you did this on a quarterly basis. Depending on how much their increases are incrementally, you can see a 2, 3, or 4 full balance increase. I'm not sure if they're going to be as generous as American Express, but it's still a very hopeful thought that Chase could be bumping up your limits several times a year. So I want to bring this data to you. This is a wonderful opportunity to grow your high limit credit funding with one of the best institutions in the United States. And this is going to ripple out across all of your banking relationships as you continue to apply for credit, because most times than not, as you apply for new credit, institutions love to see that you are managing, certain limits with other institutions, and they'll try to compete with those limits. If you have $10,000 with one institution, you go to the next one, there's a good chance they're going to be somewhere in that range if they're willing to approve you. So this is just another great opportunity. I'm excited to bring you this data firsthand because it's not really out mainstream yet. So if you're catching this video early, you are ahead of the curve. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Comment down below. Let me know what your relationship with Chase Bank is like. Let me know how this could potentially benefit you if you're a current credit card holder who's maybe not had a credit limit increase in forever. Or let me know if this is enticing you to get a credit card with Chase Bank so you can exercise these consistent limit increases. Comment down below. This is JP checking out. As always, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.